Why are you ignoring me? I've texted you multiple times to see what you've decided to do about the baby. Legally, you don't get to ignore me when I ask about that. Courtney, baby, I've tried to give you time and space. He 11. I have to even gone back to the apartment since you came home from your friend's house. But I'm about to that point now. You can't afford an apartment on your own. What are you going to do when the lease is over and you have to pay the bills yourself? How can you handle that and raise a baby as a single mom? I'm really worried about your mental health. You aren't acting like you are apt to logically think about things. Maybe you should start seeing a therapist. You're giving me no choice but to basically harass you to make sure you're okay. I scheduled an appointment at the clinic for tomorrow in case you make the right decision. Did you ever delete that Facebook post asking if anyone has been dating Mark? No, it's still up. There's been a few more comments since then too, from girls he's been seeing since y'all split. I need to message them. Can you add me to that group? Yeah, but are you sure you're up for that? I just don't want you to get upset with what they might have to say. You're pregnant and don't need the stress of hearing all the sordid details. I'm 100% sure, especially because I just found out he gave me syphilis sometime in the last 8 months. They deserve to know they need to get checked. That fucking asshole. Is the baby okay? Are you? Yes, we are both okay. I'm on the treatment now and should be okay in a few weeks. I just feel stupid for trusting and loving a man like him for so long. Why the FUK are you running around telling people I gave you an STD? Are you psychotic? You need your damn head checked. I have only been with you for the past 4 years, and somehow in between my last visit 8 months ago and this week, I've contracted an STD. Clearly, I got it from you. That doesn't mean shit. This is just another piece of evidence that you're sleeping with other people too. My sheet is clean and I know it. I'm pregnant. If we consistently had unprotected sex in the last 8 months, it's safe to say you aren't clean. You might want to get checked. This is slander. You think I won't sue the shit out of you for this. You really are some crazy bitch. I'm glad I'm done with you. That's fine. Just make sure to tell your next victim you're infected before trying to ruin their life. Are you the girl that guy Mark gave an STD to and got pregnant? Unfortunately so. He's the only person I've been with for 4 years. I thought we were in a serious monogamous relationship, but he's been sleeping around for at least a year. If you've been with him, you might want to get checked. 4 years? So you guys were really serious then? Yeah, we were. We lived together, talked about getting married, and everything. This year on Valentine's Day, he even took me to look at engagement rings, but joke's on me, I guess. You live together. Doesn't he work out of town a lot? Yeah, normally he's out of town every other week for work, sometimes more. Why? How do you know that? Because I'm his wife and the mother of his 3 kids. There's got to be some kind of mistake. He's not married and he doesn't have kids. We've lived together 4 years. That makes no sense. I sent you a friend request. Add me and you'll see that he is my husband, and we have a family together. How did this even happen? I don't understand. Clearly, he's been alternating weeks at each house. He's always been a dog, but he was a good father to the kids. But I draw the line at him having a baby. You don't care that he's been cheating and sleeping with a bunch of different people. I love him, flaws and all. And I would never want to put the kids through a divorce. They don't need that instability in their lives. If you don't care that he's a cheater, why both messaging me? Sleeping with someone you don't care about is very different than starting a family with someone. I don't want instability in my kids' lives. Their daddy loves them and has taken care of us for our entire marriage. This baby is going to cause a lot of problems for my kids. They don't need to deal with a baby coming over every other week and being upset when it leaves. And if you put him on child support, I won't be able to afford being a stay-at-home mom with my babies. Well, he doesn't want anything to do with the baby, so you have nothing to worry about. Oh, thank God. But you can't change your mind and take him for support. Okay, I have kids I need to have him support. You would be taking the food out of 3 kids' mouths by filing. If you can get him to leave me alone, I can promise I won't file for child support. Good, nothing personal. I just need to protect my kids and my husband. I know how petty women can be. I haven't heard from you in weeks. I take it that means you are no longer pregnant. There's no reason to talk to me about anything regarding pregnancy or baby. I will update your wife if there is an emergency. Wow, you sound jealous. I knew you still cared. Not jealous, just disgusted with the fact that I slept with a married man for 4 years. I don't think you told me the truth a single time, did you? We looked at rings, remember? I was planning on leaving her. I just know that when I do, she's going to take everything from me. I can't lose my kids like that. That's why I don't want any more kids. She doesn't love me. She doesn't give me attention or want to sleep with me. I never cheated until after we had our first kid and she wanted nothing to do with me anymore. I have needs. Maybe if you focus on fixing your marriage instead of having a double life, she'd actually like. Why the fuck would you post about seeing the baby's heartbeat on Facebook and not tell me? How many times do I need to block your number? You're literally publicly posting this sheet. You don't have any shame that you're a single and unmarried woman having a baby all alone. That's embarrassing for you. I figured if you kept the baby, you wouldn't go public until you were huge. You're announcing at 10 weeks. You're actually proud about being a whore and getting knocked up. You don't get to shame me. Everyone knows whose baby it is. My wife is pissed it's public too. She wants us to go to court to get full custody of the baby. You're really tempting me to listen to her. Actually, that's your choice. Either get an abortio and or I'll file for full custody. Either way, you lose the baby. So the choice is up to you. Mark told me he spoke to you about us raising the baby as our own. Honestly, I think that would be best. It's not good to raise a child in a single-parent home, especially if that child is a boy. I know it's a difficult decision, but it would be in the baby's best interest. And it could be like an open adoption. You could still visit and see the baby, but we would be their parents. I am not sending my child to live with you. I will never agree to that. And a single mother home is better for this baby than living in that home with a clear psychopath. Honey, it's better if we just agree to this. I promise. A court battle is not something you want to go through. It won't be the first time he won sole custody of a child. Okay, it's not happening. Please make sure to be taking your prenatal vitamins daily. We have to focus on keeping baby healthy. Hey babe, come sit down. We need to talk. You need to get out of this apartment now. I don't know what you expect me to do. You won't talk to me on the phone. You block me on social media. And you're giving my family a hard time. I just want to fix this. There's no fixing this. You're trying to take my baby, the baby you don't even want. Maybe I was too harsh. I think it would be best if we just erase the past few weeks and go back to when I first found out you were pregnant. I don't see why we can't just go back to that. I overreacted. I've taken time to think about it and I'm happy we are having a baby. Nothing else has to change. I'm still Mark and you're still Court. And you're still married and a cheater and you still gave me syphilis. You still trashed my apartment and lied to me for 4 years. I don't know you. You know me and I know you. Just try and think about how happy we were before all of this drama. We can go back to that. Plenty of people have open relationships. That's something people agree to, not something they find out they are in 4 years down the road. I'm not interested in that. Babe, just pretend like you never found out. Nothing will change, and then I won't have to take you to court for custody. Everything will just be the same. I'm calling the police. Go ahead. Nothing will happen. My name is on the lease. I'm allowed to be here. If you want me to leave, I will. But just think about what I said. We don't need to fight. We can be together. You're the one choosing to do this the ugly way, not me. Leave. Don't message me again. And don't have that bitch you married message me either.